Please, let's join up and start. Everybody sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Nobody should be moving around when we started, please. Join up, let's start. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be continuing our series in Photoshop. Today we're going to be using a wonderful tool in Photoshop, and that tool is known as the pen tool. With the pen tool, you can do a whole lot of wonderful things, and that is why we're going to be learning the pen tool today. But we're going to be continuing from where we left over in our design for our logo. Stop the noise, stop the noise. Okay, so quickly let me share my screen. And I'm bringing up the this is where we left over the last time. We're able to bring in the text and the tagline, and we will modify the shape using Alt Move and using combine shape and subtraction. That's how we got this. So today we're going to be learning about the pen tool. With the pen tool, you can make out almost any form of shape that you want. That's what we're going to be doing. Please, those people on earpiece, can I be heard? Well, it's clear. Okay, so let's continue. So first thing I'm going to do for this job, since we're already here, I'm going to create a new layer. Can you see that? This is where you create new layer. So simply click on new layer so that we can have another layer. So I'll click on new layer. Okay, you can see layer 1. So I now have a new layer. So to use the pen tool, just press the P. P is the shortcut, or you can simply come here and press this tool. So I'm going to use P. So once you press P, you can see that the tool has changed. So how do you use the pen tool? Very simple. If you pick a point and you go and pick another point, it's going to draw a straight line for you. Is that clear? But if you hold and drag, you have a curve. So depending on what you want to have, that's what will inspire what you will do the next time. So I'm going to just click. So you now have a straight line. Can you see the straight line that you have? Can you see the straight line? So I'm going to press the enter key to put another path. Now, once you press your enter key, you're not going to see it there. But we can make it into a shape so that we can actually see it. So let me click another one. Then instead of just clicking for the second point, I'm going to click and hold down to drag because I want to draw a shape. Can you see what I've just did? So I clicked, hold down and drag. So this is what I'm having now. Please, you can put a fill on it so that we can be seeing it in form of shape. So I'm going to put a simple fill and press the enter key so that you can be seeing the shape as I'm drawing it. So now what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to hold down the Alt key and move this. So if you want to change the direction that you're moving, that's what you do. You hold down the Alt key. So I'm here now. I can also raise another point from here by clicking here. moving a little bit. You can see I'm making a very fine shape. Then if I pick another point here, then pick another point here, then I can now come and close it up. So that is the shape I have. So I'm gonna do it again. So I click on empty space. Because I want a curved line, I'm gonna click and drag. So the way you're dragging determines how your curve is gonna be. When you drag straight, it shows the intensity. But when you drive diagonally, it shows the what? The angle of your curve. So this shows the angle, whereas this shows the intensity. If you want it to be if you want the dragging to go for long, you stretch like this. So depending on the effect you want to bring, that is what you do. And how do you move? You move in the direction of what you want. Because I want to be in this direction, that's why I'm gonna move like this. So I have it at this intensity. Let's say I want to draw a leaf. So once I remove my key, I then go back again, holding the Alt key, I can change the direction because the leaf is supposed to connect to this. So I go here, holding down, then I bring it down here. So this is my handler. It's not actually the shape. If you want to make any shape, you must click and drag. So if I click again and drag, you can see that it's covering that. So if I put another one here, then I can put another one here. Then I close it up. Can we do that? We can try it out. So I'm gonna do it again. I click here, bagam, click here and drag because I want to draw a leaf. Hold down my Alt key. Click this one down here. Then click here at the middle. Move it a little bit. Then click here. Then join it up. So try it out. If you want to clean up what you've done before, you can go here, select it, and press the delete. So I'm gonna delete all this. Okay, so that I'll go back again, pen tool, I'll click here to drag, remove my dragging, hold down the Alt, break, we'll call it break. I'm gonna break. Once you hold down the Alt, you see that this changes. Break this, then hold here, drag again to create a curve. I want a curve. Okay, then click here, click up here, and connect. So let's try it out. You can use the pick tool to do many things. You can use it to pick out a path. So let's try picking out a path using the pick tool. Let me go to the shape tool. Can you see the shape tool here? Let me have a circle. You know how to draw a sharp circle. Hold down the shift key, draw your circle. So this is your circle. You know, when we are trying to make something disappear, we use the pick tool to select it first, isn't it? So how can you select a circle? This circle, how can you trace the path of this circle using the pick tool? So let's try to trace the path of this circle using the pick tool. Using the pen tool, please. When I say pick tool, I actually meant pen tool. So I go select the pen tool. Then I come here at one end. I can hold down the shift key and drag, or just drag even without holding down the shift key. Or if you hold down the shift key, it's gonna help you make a straight line. Then I pick the second point, doing the same thing. I drag again. You can see that it's making a curve. If your curve is too much, take it back until it's just where you want. I pick another point. See, if you have it there, you see the curve is not what you want, so you drag it a little to make sure the curve is flipping the way you want. Then I go to the next point, click again, make sure that my curve is okay. Then I pick the last point. So you can see that I've chosen the path of this. If I want to see this, my path that I just picked, I can simply come and click on path. Can you see path here? So that you can see what sketch you made. So you can see it's part 1. If I go back to this and this is the shape, if I lock this shape, I'm seeing just the circle. So anytime you draw a path using a shape, this is where you can see the path. Whereas the colored shape is what you see here. So let's try it out. But for you to use your shape tool effectively, I'm going to show you how you can learn how to use your shape tool effectively. And I'm going to do that after drawing what I just did now. So let's make a new layer. Take our pen tool, click one, click and drag to make a shape. Hold down the Alt, move this shape. You can also hold down the Control. So I'm going to pick up another point here. Pick up another one here. Then here, then close. So if you want to give it a color, like I said, go to Fill, pick out a color. Then press the Enter key when you're done. So you can make any shape you want. You can also trace out anything you want. If you want to trace out a block, a rectangle, so let me have this rectangle. I draw a rectangle here. How can I trace out this rectangle? Click the pen tool, very simple. You're going to be using the pen tool a whole lot because if you want to max up a shape, that's what you'll be using. So if I come here, I press, then hold down the shift key, pick this point, hold down the shift key, pick this point, hold down the shift key, pick this point, hold down the shift key, close it up. So that is your shape. So if I now remove this one, I can see my shape there. You can see that your shape is already there, the one you brought in. Just the way I did for the circle. I said if it has to be a circle, you draw the circle first. You can see the circle now. Then if I'm masking out a shape, I'll go and click on this. When I click, in the first point, I'm gonna do what? Hold down the what? Shift key, drag. Pick the second point, hold down the shift key, drag. Once it's okay, you leave it. Third point, hold down the shift key, drag until it's flipping very well. Then here, hold down the shift key again, drag. Okay, then I do what? Close it up. So how do you know that there are two shapes there now? I can take out this one. Who can tell me the one that is the original shape and the one that is the one I made? From the tracing, you can see the one that is the original and the one you made. The original one is very straight, isn't it? The one we made is not almost straight. But what we did was that we are trying to mask out this so that we can use this somewhere else. And to perfect, go to this website once you have the pen tool and be very effective in it. And using the pen tool is very, very important because with the pen tool, we're going to be doing a whole lot of things. Your perfection in Photoshop will to some extent depend on your ability to use the pen tool to max up, to make your selection. If you want to be cutting out an object, you use it. So when you get to this website, bezier.method.ac, which I'm going to check through and make sure that all of you know, it's going to teach you how to use the pen tool gradually from the simplest to the hardest. So you can see what we have here, just a corner like this. So how do we do this? You click here, hold down the shift tool, click here, holding down the shift tool, click here. So once you do it very well, it's going to take you to the next shape. If you did not do it very well, it will not take you to another shape. Are we clear on that? So to do the next one, the same thing. You click here. It's going to be telling you the instruction. Once you click, hold down the shift key, click. You can see that using the pen tool is very easy. Click and click. If you've done the right thing, you can see the circle I just drew for you. And you see this is how I got to draw the circle perfectly because I followed the steps here. So very simply. So to do this, I click here, holding the shift key, lift. Click here, holding the shift key, lift. Once you do it wrongly, it will not take you to the next one. It will simply tell you that you've done error. So once you're done, click the inside, it takes you to the next shape. Can you see that? So practice this. And once you open it, the first thing they will do is that they are going to teach you how to do it before you do it. So pen tool is very, very important. If you can't use the pen tool, your abilities to use your Photoshop will be very limited. So try that out. Then in subsequent class, we are going to use this pen tool to draw a leaf, which we are going to use in making out the logo that we're already designing. We'll further it on it. So make sure you know how to use this pen tool to draw a simple leaf. So the leaf I drew here, they are not looking very good. So I want you to draw a better one that we'll use for tomorrow's class. Remember, everything you want is in Christ Jesus. The surest way to success is by being born again. See you when I see you. Thank you. God bless you.